Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Install the engine heater with your own hands can be not only to save money, but also for full confidence in the reliability of the installed system. Despite the prevalence of heaters, when installing Webasto, many car service workers make serious mistakes. The principle of installation. Immediately it should be determined that to describe the exact location of the best place to mount the heater or the location of wires and relays for power supply, an impossible task, due to the design features of each car. The article provides recommendations, formed on the basis of the official requirements for the installation of Webasto Thermotop ECP. After reading them, you will be able to install the engine preheater and another brand, as the installation logic is largely identical. Liquid autonomous heater Webasto Thermotop series will be used as an example. The principle of operation consists in autonomous heating and forced circulation of antifreeze through the coolant circuit. As fuel is used, fuel from the fuel line of the car or from the tank. If the driver wishes, it is possible to install a separate tank to supply the heater. Analog, digital control is carried out by a remote control with the function of programming the start time. Additionally, it is possible to connect remote control. Heater, the main component of the system, responsible for heating antifreeze, circulation pump, driving, coolant on the circuit, fuel. Pump doser, which carries out a forced fuel supply, used to adjust the intensity of the system, exhaust system, muffler corrugation. For exhaust gases, fuel intake, wiring with connectors for connection and diagnostics, mounting bracket, fuel pipe, XML, pH 0007 at dipole. All components can be purchased individually. Installation options. There are several ways to cut the starter heater into the cooling system of a car. The part of the circuit heated by the heater is colored black or red. The most universal variant, 1. Engine, 2. Cabin radiator. The advantages of this method are faster heating of the passenger compartment. At the same time, the liquid entering the engine cooling jacket has time to cool down quite a bit. Therefore, it will take more time to warm up the engine. The scheme is used with a large length of trunk lines. 2. Check valve. It becomes possible to install the heater closer to the heater radiator to minimize heat loss. Installed in this way, the heater provides better heating of the passenger compartment and minimal losses on the large coolant circulation circuit. Components: 1. Internal combustion engine, 2. Circulation pump, 3. Main radiator, 4. Heater heat exchanger, 5. Antifreeze expansion tank, 6. Engine thermostat, 7. Check valve, 8. Heater thermostat. The scheme shown in Figure 7 is best suited for fast warming up of the motor. Legend corresponds to Figure 6. Diesel and gasoline. The difference in the fuel used for operation makes adjustments not only in the design of the heater, but also determines the nuances of the installation. Unlike Otto cycle injector engines, few diesel engines are equipped with a priming section in the fuel tank, analogous to a gasoline pump. Sometimes the cup located in the pump tank has unused holes covered with plugs. In this case, you do not even have to drill the glass for the introduction of the power line Webasto. As an adapter, it is necessary to use the fuel intake, coming with the heater. This method of installation in cars with a missing return and installed check valve in the tank, the only possible fuel collector, will have to cut directly into the tank. Fuel supply specialists strongly discourage the implementation of fuel intake from the underhood, especially on gasoline engines. Excessive temperature rise leads to fuel evaporation and the formation of gas bubbles. Before the fuel pump of the engine heater, you need to install a fine filter. The pump should be placed in a cool place. It is desirable that the temperature during operation does not exceed +20 oC. The length from the fuel tank to the pump should not exceed 1.2 m, from the fuel pump to the heater, not more than 5.8 m. All fuel line connections are crimped with clamps. The hoses themselves can be secured with cable ties. The markings on the pump indicate the direction of fluid circulation. For many preheaters there is a recommended fuel line in a diameter. The fasteners must be sturdy and protected against excessive vibration. Oil, fuel and dirt must not get on the heater during operation. Install the heater body and the coolant circulation pump as low as possible. This is done to improve deaeration. In addition, the pump in Webasto thermotop is not self-priming, so install it above the level of liquid in the expansion tank is not allowed. It is better to buy hoses for coolant yourself. Having previously measured the necessary length, it is better if they are one piece. To buy hoses, you need to know the outer diameter of the heater fittings, as well as the diameter of the holes of the cooling system of the car and the cabin heating. On sale you can find various adapters, keys for tapping directly into the OJ circulation line. All hoses should be well secured with clamps in the places of connection, protected from rubbing. Wiring diagram. Webasto analog controller in the cabin can be fixed on double-sided tape, so as not to drill the dashboard. If the recommendations on how to install engine heating are identical for the vast majority of systems, the connection scheme is individual for each car. Standard pins of the starting heater, power plus, which can be connected directly to the battery. The minus, mounted to any bolt adjacent to the car body. Outlet for diagnostics of the autonomous system. Can be insulated to avoid oxidation. Control output, the appearance of plus on which starts the heater. Output which is connected to the temperature sensor. If the set temperature value is exceeded, it blocks the heater from starting. For example, after plus 50 C the autonomous heater will not start. Control of the metering pump. Pins of winter-summer modes. Pin that controls the moment of turning on the heater fan of the car. For example, the fan is activated only after the fluid has warmed up to plus 30 OC. Connection to the fan is realized through a relay. Connector connection of the controller installed in the cabin. If you are not confident in the skills of electrical installation, it is better to entrust the connection of the electrical part to professionals. Webasto diagram. How to install Webasto. Installing the heater with your own hands. How to install a Webasto. In conclusion, installing an engine heater on your own can be a rewarding and practical project that enhances your vehicle's performance in cold weather. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can ensure a smoother start and improved engine efficiency during winter months. Remember to prioritize safety and consult your vehicle's manual for specific instructions. With a little patience and the right tools, you can successfully complete this installation and enjoy the benefits of a well-warmed engine. Thank you for watching, and happy driving!